What if Rimuru went to the classroom of the elite? By Sil 407 Chapter 2. 5. Canon. Dorm activities. Knock knock knock. Rimuru Pav. It looks like my guest has finally arrived. I open the door and see Arisu standing there. I gesture for her to come in by swinging my arm with my palm open to the room, and she enters. Once she enters, I close the door behind us and she takes a seat on the chair in my room where my desk is. Do you want anything to drink, Arisu? I ask her while she is looking around in my room. I'll have tea, she said while looking at me. It seems you already bought your necessities for living, huh, Rimuru? She brought up after looking around my room when she got in. I don't know if she's just trying to create idle chatter or not, but I guess I can humor her for a while. Well, I was preparing for you to come over, my esteemed guest Hilda, I said in a teasing manner, but I want to steer this conversation a bit more. I need to probe Arisu again, but I don't think it will work. The tea finished brewing and I brought it over to where we were supposed to sit, and I gave her a cup and put mine down as well and took a seat. So, what's your plan, Arisu? I said aloud, and she turned her head to me, feigning confusion. Whatever do you mean, Rimuru? I'm not planning anything at all, Tilda. Arisu feigned ignorance, but I can see through it a mile away. Yeah, don't lie to me, Arisu. I know you're planning something, and by the looks of it, you have already started it. Arisu sighed after I said that and looked at me. Looks like I can't hide anything from you, can I, Rimuru? I caught someone from our class shoplifting, so I recorded them in the act and blackmailed them to be my arms and legs. What's your plan to beat Katsuragi and take control of the class? I asked. I want to see how much farther I can go with getting info out of her, but I don't know how far she will go in answering my questions. Who knows, Tilda, she teased. I deadpanned at this reaction but just dropped it as we ran out of tea. I went to go wash the dishes after we finished talking. After that, I went to go grab clothes to shower. I sighed and just entered the bathroom and closed the door behind me and locked it while setting my clothes aside and turned on the shower head to shower. Arisu Pav. Rimuru just left me to shower by herself while I'm sitting here all alone. Earlier it felt like she was interrogating me on my plans. She is really hard to read sometimes and is an uncontrollable variable, but at least she is in my class. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to go against her if she was in another class and getting involved in school affairs. Another thing I noticed is that she doesn't care about a lot of things like what she wears or what she does with people around. She brought out clothes to change into after her shower, but she also offered me to join her, which I declined. Her personality is quite shameless and she isn't scared to speak her mind as well. She is like a free spirit with no one to tell her what to do at all. But I noticed her trying to probe out information about me and my plans for this class, and she was able to figure out more than she should have known. Her room is bland and she only bought the necessary things for her to live as well. I can't help but feel excited when I interact with her. She's someone that can stand up to him on equal footing, but you wouldn't think that by your first looks at her. She just looks like a free-spirited person, but under that is someone who is very strong and intelligent. No one can control her, but I need her to at least be on my side if I need her. But she's an equal to me, so I don't need to provoke her at all. The shower head finally turned off and I could hear Rimuru walking out of the shower. She's probably just drying off now. I moved to the bed after Rimuru went in the shower while I waited for her to get out. I heard the door open up and I saw Rimuru walking out with a tank top and sweatpants on with a towel around her neck exposing her stomach. She also has a blow dryer in her hands, but I wonder how much that cost her. Her hair is quite long as well. But I think I might have been staring too much because she noticed me staring at her and started to smirk. Oh. You ogling at my body is going to cost you something, by the way, so do me a favor and blow dry my hair for me, Tilda, she said while leaning in and sitting down in front of me on the bed. Rimuru Pav. I guess the clothing I'm wearing is a bit revealing, but it's no reason to ogle at my body like Arisu was just doing. I didn't take her for a pervert, but I guess I was wrong, but at least I don't have to blow dry my hair this time around. I plugged in the blow dryer to an outlet and handed it to her, and she took it while I sat in front of her. This gave her a good chance to look at me, so I ended up using Universal Detect to get a 360 view, and lo and behold, she is analyzing my body again while blow drying my hair and also feeling it too. Is she really this interested in me? I can feel your eyes lasering my back. Don't tell me an elegant girl like you is actually a pervert in disguise, Arisu-san. She stumbled a bit but composed herself and focused on my hair this time and stopped finally. After a bit, she finished drying my hair and turned off the blow dryer while I unplugged it, and she handed it to me while I put it back in the bathroom and exited. Now it's time for the good part, hee hee Tilda, come on, you know what's next, Arisu. Let me lay on your lap now, Tilda, I said as I crawled back on the bed and got closer to her to lay down, and she did as I said, and I laid my head down on her thighs again and closed my eyes. Fufu Tilda, are you enjoying this, Rimuru? Yes I am, Arisu. I waited for this for the whole day, but maybe you should stop looking at my chest as well. You're not very subtle with your ogling, it seems. I pointed out. Don't give me that when you offered me to join you in the shower, so you practically gave me permission to look at you, Tilda. She fired back a good point at me. Rimuru-sama, are you really going to let this little girl look at you like this? Seal, are you perhaps jealous of Arisu, HMPH, and there she goes back to ignoring me again, oh well. Rimuru, do you think you can pay attention more in class possibly? It won't be good if the school takes points away from your behavior, like the fact you sleep through lessons. Here we go again with this. There is no point in asking me to pay attention in class, Arisu. I do what I want at my own time, so don't try to force me to do something I don't want to do, I replied back sharply. I hope she doesn't ask this again. I move in closer to Arisu's body and snuggle up while hugging around her stomach. She jumps a bit from this but composed herself again. What if I stop doing this for you if you don't pay attention in class? Arisu said while still trying to get me to work. I guess I'm gonna have to use drastic measures myself to stop her from asking. While Arisu is touching my hair, I start to sit up and I turn around and I pinned her down gently with a little force while I move in a bit closer to where our bodies are close to touching. Sorry, Arisu, but you won't be allowed to stop. Just now, you tried to threaten me by stopping to pamper me so I could pay attention in class. Unfortunately, I won't let that slide, so take some responsibility and stay with me for worrying me, Tilda, I whispered in a playful tone. I got up to free her from the pressure and turned around to lay beside her. 3rd POV 9 p.m. Arisu laid in the bed flustered by the attack Rimuru just pulled on her. Rimuru pinned Arisu and told her she wouldn't be doing what she said and told her to take responsibility and stay with her for the night. After that, Rimuru got up from the bed and told Arisu that she will set an alarm for 6:30 a.m. so she can wake up and go back to her dorm. Rimuru, my dorm is only 2 rooms away, so let me just go grab my clothes to change into instead for tomorrow, Arisu pointed out to Rimuru. I'll go with you, Rimuru said, and Arisu didn't protest. Time skip 9:20 p.m. Arisu was done changing and got in the bed while Rimuru was finishing up what she was doing in the bathroom, and after she was done, Rimuru put her sweatpants away and hung them up and hopped in with Arisu. Rimuru covers herself up and gets into position to sleep, but instead she noticed Arisu looking at her with a bit of confusion, so instead of asking her, she just moves closer and starts to drift off to sleep while Arisu is struggling to sleep a bit because Rimuru is practically clinging on to her. Arisu POV Rimuru Nava is a confusing person. It's hard to believe someone as playful and childlike can lead such a huge company at such a young age. When I saw her at the party 5 years ago, she held a dignified aura around her even after the stunt she pulled on her father. But when Rimuru saw Aino Koji-kun, her face completely switched to being serious, and of course, let's not forget the arm wrestling contest they did. That proved that she was on a level that matched or surpassed the masterpiece, but now she just acts on her free will but so docile while in my arms on the bed. When I take a closer look at her, she's just a normal girl with her own ideas. I pushed her a bit too far today, so tomorrow I'll stop pestering her about it and hope that she will participate at least a little in class. I'm not used to not being in control of the things around me, so this is a new feeling for me, a feeling of connection with the person named Rimuru Nava. I guess I should sleep now. Chapter 3. The club fair in the morning. 3rd POV in Rimuru's dorm. 2 people are sleeping, but one is getting up right now at 5:30 in the morning. Rimuru's body started twitching and her eyes started fluttering open. Her body is holding on to something foreign. Rimuru is still trying to process what she is holding until she remembers that Arisu stayed over last night. Rimuru slowly lets go of her and gets up out of bed and puts on some clothes to go outside on a run. Since her body is human now, she needs to keep exercising to keep her body in shape since her power is sealed right now. Rimuru went over to go reset the alarm to 7 for Arisu while she's gone. She slowly opens the door and exits while closing the door lightly. Rimuru goes down the elevator to the ground floor. Yesterday, Rimuru planned to go around the school and investigate blind spots in the school away from the cameras. While running around the school, she continues to check the time on her phone to make sure to come back and take a shower, but while running, she sees someone in the distance as well. A tall man with black hair and glasses was also running around the school in the morning as well. The man spots Rimuru and turns to her and starts running towards her. "Are you a new student? And what are you doing out here?" the man asks Rimuru in a more serious tone. "Yes, I'm a new student, and the reason I'm out here is just for a simple run," Rimuru replied in a polite tone. "I don't have any information on the second and third year students just yet, so maybe this is my chance to get to know a few of them," Rimuru thought in her head. "I guess I should just introduce myself. My name is Rimuru Nava and I'm a first year in Class 1A, she stated. Rimuru Nava? I see. This year, there were two people with very unique test scores. One of them scored a 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100 on their entrance exams. Rimuru's body froze when she heard that. How does he know about my test scores? Wow, that's quite the coincidence if I say so myself, mister, she said playfully. You should state who you are first though before saying such information out loud. Right, my name is Manabu Horakita. I'm the student council president and a third year, he replied. Student council president, huh? I wonder if he knows anything about the points system. Rimuru was thinking, then decided to act. I have a question then, Mr. Student Council President. Go on then. In this school, you can buy anything with points, right? His eyes widened just a bit but he readjusted, but deep down he was now interested in the person named Rimuru Nava even more. I cannot divulge how the point system works in this school. Rimuru then smirked because she had figured something out. The school is testing our deductive capabilities and our behavior for the first month of the first year. That's fine. Well, it was nice talking to you, Mr. President, Rimuru said while waving and going back on her run while the SCP was standing there thinking. 7 a.m., in Rimuru's dorm, Arisu Pav. I started to wake up and saw the light shining through the window and looked around to see that Rimuru was gone, but I heard the shower running in the background. I guess she's in the shower. I heard the shower head turn off and I turned off the alarm. About 10 minutes later, the door opened up and I saw Rimuru walking out of the shower. You gonna get in the shower or not? She asked me. I'll make breakfast so when you get out, you can eat, okay? I nodded my head and got out of bed and grabbed the clothes I got from my dorm room last night and hopped in the shower. Time skipped to where they sitting at the table eating breakfast. Rimuru's Pav this morning was quite interesting. I met the student council president but he didn't answer my question, unfortunately. I look across to see Arisu eating and staring at me. I wonder why? I met the student council president while on a run earlier in the morning and asked him a question about the points system, but he didn't answer my question, I said to her. Arisu's eyes widened a bit after hearing that but went back to her usual smug look. It seems like the teachers and senpais can't give out information on the points system at all. She said to me, I believe so as well. You know, for someone so lazy and who doesn't want to get involved, you still went ahead and asked a question and gave me information about the points system, she teased. Spare me your flattery, Arisu. I won't be getting involved any farther than this. My question was merely a whim I took to benefit myself, I replied back to her. After that conversation, I got up and took the plates to wash the dishes and put them away. Then I went to go look for my school bag and grabbed it and started to wait for Arisu to come. Ready to go? Fufu tilde of course. Me and Arisu then step out of my dorm and I close the door and head to the elevator. I hit the ground floor button and we waited for it to take us there. While walking to the school district, we got a lot of looks from other students around us. I guess me and Arisu are popular around here but it makes sense, I guess. Arisu gives off a superior aura around her that makes it hard for others to talk to her. For me, I'm already used to this treatment since I used to be the king of Tempest and I also give off an untouchable aura around me. Time skip, we make it to class and I sat down in my seat and just waited for everyone to enter into the classroom. I looked around and just laid my head down to just go to sleep again since I've already learned what we're learning. Crush, I felt my foot being crushed down by some foreign object. Ouch! What the hell are you doing? I looked up at Arisu who had a smug look on her face. Fall asleep, and I'll make sure to do this again to you. All of a sudden it felt really cold in the room. Oh okay fine, I'll stay up for the class then, just please have mercy on my foot, I said with my hands clasped together in a praying manner telling her to take pity on me. Arisu finally released the cane from my foot and put it down next to her desk while I'm here wincing in pain. Looks like she did a number on you, Rimuru-san. A girl with a straight face, purple hair and eyes said to me. I look up at her. She said I'm not allowed to sleep in class today or she will smash her cane in my foot again, I said to her. Man, you have it tough. I guess, but it's polite to introduce yourself to others when talking to someone you never met, I said to her, but I already know her name since I remember it from the introductions. Oh yeah, my name is Morishita, pleasure. I'm Rimuru Nava, the pleasure is all mine, I said while she takes her seat right after. I was thinking if I should invest in getting headphones for class. It would be nice to sleep with headphones on, I guess. I don't know how much it would cost, but it would be worth the investment. While I was thinking, the teacher came in the class and started today's lesson for English. Activating sleep mode for the individual known as Rimuru Nava. Wait, what's Seal stop? This is what you get for sleeping with another woman, Master Tilda sweet dreams. No stop, successful. Ah shit, I'm getting drowsy. I feel like I'm gonna fall out of my chair. I set my hands in front of my desk and put my head down, my eyes slowly closing as my consciousness is wavering. Damn, Seal, why did you do this to me? Arisu is gonna kill me now. Am I gonna be able to walk after this? Plop third person Pav Rimuru has fallen asleep in class. Arisu decides to look over at her left and she sees Rimuru asleep again. Fufu, she didn't listen to my warning, so now I will make sure to break her foot this time. Morishita looks back at Rimuru to see her sleeping again and she deadpanned because she knows Rimuru's dead. Rest in peace, Rimuru's foot. You lived a good life, but this is where it ends. Morishita internally prayed for Rimuru's safety, but nothing is saving her from Arisu's punishment. Time skip 5 p.m. classes have now ended and Rimuru is still asleep. She slept through the lunch bell as well as the bell that signals the end of classes. Arisu stands over her now, ready to deliver divine punishment to Rimuru's foot. Morishita stands in the background, spectating the scene that's about to start. Arisu lifts her cane and smashes down on Rimuru's foot, jolting her awake while she screamed a bit in pain. Ow! Who! Rimuru looks up at the perpetrator and sees Arisu with a smug smile. Why did you smash my foot again? I didn't deserve didn't deserve this. Didn't I tell you not to fall asleep, and if you did, I'd smash my cane into your foot again? You got what you deserved, Fufu Tilda. Rimuru looked around for help and saw Morishita-san in the background snickering at the scene. Once she got spotted, she left the classroom instantly. Arisu released the cane from Rimuru's foot, which was now numb, and Rimuru got up while still wincing in pain. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there will be a club fair for the first years today. Are you gonna go? Arisu said to Rimuru. Yeah, I think I will go. I might find something I like there, Rimuru said back. Arisu ended up leaving after saying that. Rimuru Pav Club Fair, huh? Arisu said that it's where you can go and sign up for clubs for the first years. I might be able to get more information on the seniors in this school if I go. I get up from my desk and start walking there to the club fair. I reach the club fair to see it packed out and I start looking around for clubs that I might like, but I found nothing. Eventually, a purple-haired lady that's like really short walks out on the podium and goes to the mic and announces herself to be the student council secretary named Akane Tachibana. After her speech, another man came on the stage, the student council president, Manabu Horakita. He ends up looking around at the crowd and finds me there while we lock eyes. The crowd was laughing and spitting insults at him, but all shut up when he wasn't speaking. He then starts his speech saying he is the student council president and that they are looking for first-year representatives. He also said he doesn't want students with a naive outlook for the school and will put in the work for the council, while once again eyeing me. Is he trying to prove something to me? Whatever it is, I'm sure he will approach me about it another time. He finished up his speech and walked off the stage. People all around started signing up for clubs and some started to leave, including me. I had some very important business to attend to. Earlier in class, I thought about getting some headphones to listen to music while in class. Once I left the club fair, I went to the Kiyaki Mall and headed towards an electronics store in the distance. I was spotting a lot of my classmates while on the way there, but I couldn't make out any faces I knew. I looked in the electronics store and found some headphones that costed about 15,000 private points. Yesterday I spent around 7,000 private points also. This puts me down to about 78,000 points now. I need to stop spending a lot of money since I don't know how much I'm gonna get next month. I go up to the checkout and the person puts my stuff in a bag and I head out to go try my headphones. While trying to find a spot, I was thinking if I should get to know my classmates a bit more or not. It might be good to do so because connections are good to have in school. I walked out of the Kiyaki Mall and found a spot on a bench at the park where the wind was blowing the best. I pulled out my headphones and plugged them into my phone and started playing music while I enjoyed the evening breeze on this bench at the park. I start to think back on today and I remembered how Morishita-san left me to suffer with Arisu. I'll make sure to pay her back after leaving me there. While listening to music, I activated my universal detect just in case someone disturbs my peace on this bench, but when I activated it, someone immediately came up right next to me. This person was eyeing me like prey. I sighed and took my headphones off and put them on my neck and opened my eyes. The person was a girl. They had platinum hair and crimson eyes. They also are taller than me as well. My body is the same height when I turned into a true dragon, which was about 155 centimeters, and this girl I'd say is about 170 centimeters. She also gives off an aura around the same as Arisu. "Who are you and why are you sitting on my bench?" the girl said. Did she say her bench? Your bench? Sorry, but I'm sitting on it, so it's mine right now, I shot back. She moved closer, eyeing me like a predator ready to jump on their prey. Are you a first year? Yes, I'm a first year, but it's not nice to ask questions without introducing yourself first, correct? With the aura you give off, I guess I don't mind. I'm Fuka Kiryuan, a second year. So you're their daughter, huh? I'm Rimuru Nava, a first year, pleasure to meet you. Her eyes widened a bit. Guess she knew who I was from back when I was a leader in the company. After all, I did meet her parents when I was with Velda and Lucia. Well, if that's all, I'll be leaving now. I got up and started walking back to my dorm, but she stopped me. I looked back to see her eyeing me again, but with a predatory smile. I didn't think I'd get the chance to meet the Nava's daughter. You're a complete mystery and I can't analyze you at all. Be sure to entertain me this year. She started going through her pockets but found nothing. They looked at me and I was holding their phone in my hands with my number already inserted into it. Make sure not to give my number away to others, Kiryuan-senpai tilde. I said teasingly as I put her phone in her hands and started walking off. That's my line, Kohai-chan tilde, she said back. I've met another interesting person today. Going on that walk to find a place to sit was worth it. I go to the elevator and press the 9th floor button. Once I reach my floor, I enter my dorm and plop down on my bed and start thinking about what happened today. At the bench, Fuka Pav, I look down at my phone to see the individual's name on my contacts app, Rimuru Nava. It looks like my boring life is going to get a lot more interesting with her around. 5 years ago, I saw her at the party where they debuted and they didn't disappoint. The oppressive aura their whole family gave off surprised me, but her ability is what's even more impressive. When our group tried to get us to meet, she never showed up because she was busy running the company while her parents were out meeting with mine. Who would have thought she would come here, though?